Program highlights, we're going to present you some articles about different subjects, different categories. But let me introduce first the highlights team. This is Rita, and she's going to talk about an amazing country, which is Japan. Kenza will talk about communication, Khadija about tourism, Riham about music, and I'm going to talk about dreams. I hope you enjoy our session, and let's start with the science section. Dreaming. Dreaming is one of the most mysterious experiences in our lives. We know that many artists have received their creative ideas from their dreams. But what do we know actually about it? What do we know actually about dreams? I'm going to present you some facts about it. You need to know that everybody dreams. Simply because you do not remember your dream does not mean you do not dream. Every human being dreams, except in extreme psychological disorder. But men and women have different physical reactions, different dreams. Even blind people dream. People who are born blind cannot see images, but can use their other smells like sound, touch, and emotion, and people who become blind after birth can see images in their dreams. Second fact, you forget 90% of your dreams. Within 5 minutes of waking, half of your dream is forgotten, and within 90% of your dream is gone. So if you want to remember your dream, just try to write it down immediately after you wake up. You are paralyzed while you sleep. Believe it or not, your body is virtually paralyzed during your sleep, most likely to prevent it from acting out of aspects of your dreams. And actually, glands start to secrete a hormone that helps induce sleep and make your body relax and become later virtually paralyzed. We only dream of what we know. Our dreams are frequently full of strangers who play out certain parts. Did you know that your mind is not inventing those faces? They are real faces of real people you have seen during your life. Actually, we have seen during our life hundreds or thousands of people, so we have an endless supply of characters for our brain to utilize during our dream. And then the last fact is dreams are not about what they are about. If you dream about some particular subject, it's not unlikely to be about it. Actually, dreams speak in a deeply symbolic language. So the mind tries to compare your dream to something similar. So whatever symbol your dream picks on, it's most unlikely to be a symbol for itself, a symbol for something else. Inception was one of the greatest movies that talked about this subject, and it has described some aspects of dreaming, like the time factor. The deeper you go into a dream state, the faster your mind is able to imagine and perceive things. So the deeper you go into dreams, it turns minutes into hours, into days, and etc. And the movie has used this and has created some truly awesome choreographed scenes in the movie. But is that true? Actually, the rate at which time passes while dreaming has been shown to be about the same while dreaming. Researchers have proven that the illusion of time is created by the brain itself. Some studies have been conducted and demonstrated that the time of dream is about to be equal or similar to the time in dreaming. So if you dream about an activity that could take 5 minutes in waking life, you probably dream about it for a full 5 minutes. The next aspect is dreams feel real to us when we are dreaming, and we do not remember the beginning of our dream. We only realize that the dream we had was strange after we wake up. Part of the reason is our mind's ability to construct like a false real setting world for us to interact with in dreams. The most often it's like a city populated with people who are working around. In Inception, those people are called projections. We're going to post a video about it in our Facebook page. Please look at it and you will see this aspect. But I would like to add something, that the movie was able to put the viewers in confusion whether the actor was dreaming or not at the end. But how can we know if we are dreaming or awake? Or are we able to recognize that we are really dreaming? The answer is lucid dreaming. There have been some research done on the dream control, especially in the area of lucid dreaming, which is a learned skill that occurs when you are dreaming, you realize that you are dreaming, and then you can influence the content of your dream, all while you are still asleep. I think controlling your dream can be such a cool thing to be able to do, but it's a difficult skill that needs a special training. We're going to give you some more details about it in our next episode, and now let's talk about something else.
So, as Raja was talking about the tremendous world of dreams, I choose to talk to you about a dreamland, which is Japan. And I'm going to highlight some special things that could best describe this unreachable country. So first I'm going to talk about the must-be place in Tokyo, which is called Shibuya, and it's the must-be place in Tokyo. It's what they call the meccas of youth, and it's an entertainment and wonderland and fashion, and but it's also a major business and transport center. And we all know that Japan is a land of cultures, and all these are really shown in Shibuya. And we can meet lots of phenomena especially during weekend, because you'd like to meet there to show their rebellion against adult rules and their rebellion against society, because we all know that Japanese has a very quick pace of life. They are really stressed, so they want to just chill out during weekends on Shibuya streets. You can see a picture of it here, and it's always really crowded. Another image, this is what we call the Scrambled Crossing. It's very famous. So next I'm going to talk to you about a phenomenon that you could meet on Tokyo streets during weekend on Shibuya, which is called cosplays. And by the way, it's a word from English. It's for costume and plays, and it's a way of art performance where the person can just represent a character of his favorite character of comics, of mangas, which are Japanese comics. You can see here a cosplay of Naruto. And another one for Death Note cosplay here. And by the way, if you haven't watched this manga, you have to, because it's really awesome. And I'm going to talk to you and highlight the karaoke phenomenon. I thought it would be a great idea because we have just read about it. So you have to know that karaoke is very different from the European and the American karaoke. In Japan, it's really what we call a karaoke box. You can rent it with your friends or with your family or whatever you want. And it's a room with sofas and low tables. And there is two menus, one for food, one for selected songs. And which is really great about it, that in Japan it is really made for just for fun and to enjoy your time. It's not a matter of how you can sing or if you can sing well. You can just pass the night there, because they think that it's a really good way to have a free night sleep, because it's really cheap there. But you have to leave before 6 a.m. or they will kick you out. So you can see here the karaoke box is featured in the film Lost in Translation, if you have watched it. And that's all. And this is the manga that I told you about. It's another market that's here.
And the vacation.
And yeah, and if you want to know about Japan history, it's really one of my favorite films. So that's all about my section. Thank you.
And of course, if you want to go to Japan, you should have a good communication skills. Why I should communication? Because communication is essential in everything we do. We communicate with our friends, family, relatives, and etc. Without communication, we would not succeed and we would not manage our relation with others. So what is communication? Communication is the art of transmitting information, ideas, and attitudes from one person to another. It's also the process of meaningful interaction among human beings. There are four ways for communication. The first one is spoken words. It relies on non-verbal symbols like words and languages. The third one is visual image. It's when we see an image and we know what does it mean. In this case, it's the image which communicates the information. After there is the written words, and finally body language like facial body posture, facial expressions, and eye movement. There is the communication involves a sender who sends information and the receiver who receives this information by a medium. But sometimes there are some barriers who stop this communication, like noise or poor communication skills, or also differences of languages. There is four types of communication. The first one is the intrapersonal communication. It's the communication within oneself. For example, when we talk with ourselves in front of the mirror. The second one is interpersonal communication. It's a communication between two people as individuals. The third one is a small group. It's when it's composed of three or more people communicating with a common purpose. For example, to discuss about something or to find the solution or also to make decision. For the fourth one is public. It's one or more senders communicating with a large group of receiver like me or teacher, and and finally there is mass. It's one or more senders communicating with a limited number of receivers who are not physically present, like radio or TVs. And as conclusion, communication could come as easy as everything else we do, because we learn how to communicate from little kids, and we improve it while are growing up. And let me give you a small advice. It's in the new global and diverse workplace requires excellent communication skills, so do your best to improve it.
Can be used also in the field of economy and tourism. What about tourism?
I'm going to talk about Morocco and the importance of tourism. Moroccan Kingdom is an Arab developing country situated on the extreme northwestern corner of Africa. Because it is one of the rare Arab countries that don't have oil and gas resources, so Morocco's economy is mainly based on agriculture and industry. Indeed, these two sectors cannot consequently provide the Moroccan government with needed and expected incomes. Besides, they are unable to solve Morocco's crucial social and economic problems such as unemployment and poverty. The country's strategic geographical situation and unique natural assets encourage the whole society to see tourism as the future economic sector that society can rely on. So consequently, the government sacrificed a great budget and energy to develop tourism. Moreover, has established key agreements with many countries to bring investors and create beneficial competitors. So, as you know, the challenge of 2010 didn't succeed in Morocco because the construction of new hotels didn't finish. So, Moroccan government is waiting for a new challenge of 2020. They are waiting to attract 2 million tourism by 2020. Now I'm going to talk about the importance of tourism. Tourism in Morocco is a vital industry as it is not only promotes the country on various levels, including investments, but assists the local population in carving out an existing Morocco is a country filled with unique attraction and extraordinary landscapes that are enjoyed by thousands of visitors each year. Recognizing the importance of this industry, the government have made the decision to boost the industry over a 5-year period and have set aside a staggering amount of money to make the project a reality. Now I'm going to talk about some amazing places that every visitor would like to see, like Hassan Second Mosque or like Kutubiyya Mosque. Okay. Okay, here is like Hassan Second Mosque. It is the largest mosque in Morocco and the fifth largest mosque in the world. Built on reclined land, almost half of the surface of the mosque lies over the Atlantic water. The mosque displays strong Moorish influence and the architecture of the building similar to those in Spain. Tourists can view the interior for long-hour guided tours that depart several times daily. As you know, Hassan II wanted to build this mosque next door because God said that his chair is on the top of water, so he wanted to do it like that. I'm going to talk about Kutubiyya Mosque in Marrakesh. It is one of the most famous landmarks in Morocco for its historical value. The largest mosque in Marrakesh and is famed especially for its magnificent minaret, the oldest of the three great Muwahhidin minarets remaining in the world. The construction of this mosque began around 1150. Now I'm going to talk about Bali. The old Medina West is not to be missed, truly an extraordinary place which is hard to navigate. If you ever want to feel completely out of touch with the Western world, this is the place to go. Thanks to see our traditional open courtyard, style houses, Dar Al-Ghalia, the artisans working on handmade crafts, aqueduct carriages, and the outside of mosques, it's only Muslims that are allowed to enter. Fountains, shops, exotic architecture, and of course the carpet shores. Fountains. Going to talk about gastronomy. Now, we can't forget the importance of gastronomy in attracting tourists to our country. Morocco's cuisine is influenced by Africans, Arab, Berber, Jewish, Middle Eastern, and Moorish. Morocco produces a huge range of vegetables, spices, flowers, fruit, seafood, and meat in all kinds. The national dish of the country, as you know, is couscous, which is served with vegetables and meat. It is one of the most recognized North African dishes worldwide. Other well-known Moroccan dishes are bouffa, pastela, and tagine.
Feel free.
Okay, conclusion. Morocco is a fascinating travel destination, so rich in culture and heritage, land of wonders. People are very friendly, open and to foreigners, and very welcoming. It has everything you need for a wonderful trip. So why don't you come and spend a unique and amazing holiday here in Morocco? Okay, thank you.
I'm going to finish with an entertaining subject about music.
Yes, as my friend Lizzie said, that the music is a crucial thing in Japan, such as currently. For me, I'm going to talk about the negative impacts of music on youth. Music is easily influenced during adolescence. Music is highly influential and creates impacts on youth. Constant exposures to negative issues such as sex, drugs, and violence, to invisible behaviors. Music is significant in adolescent lives. Most teenagers spend average to 5 to 6 hours listening to music and watching music videos. Therefore, music plays an important impact on youth in over the decades. I will discuss about music lyrics and music videos that create an impact on youth. I will also look at the possible ways of dealing with the present issue. Music lyrics is an important part of music. It contains messages, feelings, and opinions. that push the listener to do things in his life or in his future, such as sexy and twisted and doing bizarre things. They wanna pretend, they wanna do like the other singers. Music lyrics have become increasingly explicit over the decades. Songs make references to sex, drugs, and violence, unlike the past, were sensitive. Despite music videos, I think that parents should stay with their children and talk to them about the topics of songs. They should also watch their children, not to let them alone. And as for music videos, parents should spend more time with their children in television. They should discuss the content. And for music video producers, they should be also encouraged to produce music videos with more positive themes, such as relationship, racial harmony, non-violence, conflict resolution, and drug avoidance.
Thank you for watching.